Could somebody please tell me how we transition from vibrant young people living exciting lives to suddenly becoming old people? I just don't know how to do it. But it obviously doesn't help the fact that I feel 20 in my head. Hi everyone, Rose here. Let's talk about aging. Nobody warned us. Well, nobody warned me. And there you are going along happily, living your life, and suddenly you're old. Have you ever walked past a shop window and caught your reflection and thought, oh, who's that old woman? What a shock when I realized it's actually me. And I suppose flirting harmlessly with the cashier in the hardware store is out of the question as well. I'm joking, sort of. But truly, many of us still feel so young at heart. I know a lot of my friends say the same thing. Society seems to have this strange idea that once we reach our 70s, we should apparently transform into quiet people wearing beige cardigans, comfortable shoes, and we should all get sensible haircuts. Absolutely not. Why should we? I still love laughing. I love feeling attractive. I still appreciate a good-looking man. I've never been unfaithful to my husband, I wouldn't be. But you know what? I never got blind either. And honestly, I think a lot of older people become quieter about these things. And not because their feelings disappear, but because society becomes uncomfortable with older people still being vibrant and full of life. And I think that is such a shame. I've heard of older people who are still living really active lives, enjoying themselves, dressing in a style that they enjoy, being called mutton dressed as lamb. How rude. Personally, I think growing older has actually made me more myself. Less pretending, less worrying about other people's opinion of me. If my bra fits and my shoes are comfortable, I'm already entering the day with a dangerous amount of confidence. And another thing nobody wants to talk about. As I've aged, I've become far more selective about what I spend my energy on. Oh goodness, in my younger years, I tolerated such nonsense, drama, people-pleasing, and emotional exhaustion from it all, and attending things that I didn't want to attend. Now, if something is starting after 7 p.m. at night, I need a really good reason to be convinced to attend. But apart from the humor, there's something very beautiful about aging that I've noticed. I've stopped chasing impossible perfection. I've become softer with myself, more forgiving. I've realized how precious my life is and how fragile. And it's going along surprisingly fast. One moment I was raising children, running from A to B, didn't have enough hours in my day, and now I find myself standing in the kitchen wondering why I came there in the first place. But I think what amazes me most about aging is, yes, our bodies can't still do all the things they used to, and maybe we get tired quicker than we used to, but we can still have lives filled with joy and laughter. We can still feel excited. We can still laugh until our stomachs ache. We can still have butterflies in our tummy and maybe even still want romance. And definitely we'll still be buying that lipstick. that we will never ever wear, and we know that. And honestly, why shouldn't we? Who decided that joy belongs to the young? I think a lot of older women slowly start hiding themselves away, being quieter, and allowing it to happen. They stop expressing their wonderful personalities that they had. They stop maybe having that harmless little flirt. They stop dressing nicely, even if it's just for themselves. They stop allowing themselves to feel vibrant. Not because they don't want to, but because they think they're supposed to. They think that's what society requires of them. Well, I refuse. Respectfully, of course. I may be in my 70s, but there's still a very alive woman in here. A caring woman, a loving woman, a playful woman, and sometimes a slightly mischievous woman. And I think that's something worth celebrating, not hiding. Because aging is not the end of us. If anything, it's finally the beginning of freedom to be more honest about who we've been all along. And honestly, that may be one of the best parts of aging for me. I hope you enjoyed this time we spent together and our chat. And if you did, please subscribe if you haven't already and tap the notification bell and you'll be notified next time I upload a video. Let's enjoy every moment of our lives. But do take care. Until next time, as always, sending you warm hugs. Bye for now.